Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Vic Tech, and today I want to do a quick video on backups. So, with the recent news about ransomware and other topics like losing your phone, your portable device, laptop, it's important that you keep your data safe. Lately in the news, you're hearing more and more events about ransomware, and what ransomware is, it's a really nasty computer code that locks up your computer with a message asking you to pay a certain amount if you want to unlock it and get your files back. And this code is so nasty that if you have any external devices such as thumb drives or external hard drives, it'll encrypt that as well, and you lost your data. So one thing I do, best practices for me, is not leave any external devices connected unless I'm backing up to it. So the other thing that I wanted to mention is your portable devices, your mobile phones, tablets, laptops. You want to keep your data backed up, and the reason why is these devices can get lost, they can get stolen, misplaced, and you often hear people say, "I don't care about the phone, I just want the photos." And the photos, sometimes I tell people the contents of the device is worth more than the device itself. So what I normally do is every 2 weeks I'll plug my cell phone into my computer, I download the pictures and I copy it to an external hard drive, and then I have a secondary hard drive and I'll copy it to there as well. Reason being is, don't keep your eggs in one basket. These things fail, and this is not an SSD, but if you take care of it, you don't drop it, you don't mishandle it, it will last you many, many years. You just want to keep a backup of a backup in case this fails. And these are very, very cheap nowadays. Sometimes they have sales on Black Friday. You can get them even cheaper. And if I don't have any of these or they're full, then I would use a DVD or a Blu-ray and I would burn it there. And then I'll transfer it to a hard drive when I get one or when the space is available. The other option is Apple and Google have their own backup services. I believe Apple has iCloud. They give you a limited amount of storage, and then if you need more, you can purchase that. So does Android. Android has Google Drive, and if you set up your Google Plus account to automatically back up your photos, it's unlimited if you back it up in high quality. But if you want it in HD, then there is a limit and you would have to pay for more. But it's an option. So I use Google. I love it. It works. The quality of the photos, it's good enough for me, only because I have my photos backed up in different devices, different media, such as hard drives, thumb drives, and DVD. And I keep the originals in the high quality just in case I want to have them edited later on. But what I want to stress is protect yourself from, number one, theft or loss of your device. How do you protect yourself? Keep your device always on you. Sometimes things happen, life events, you forget or get stolen or whatever the case may be. But if you back up your data, the loss may not be as great as if you never back up your data. Let's say your phone dies and they can't boot it back up. It can't be brought back to life. It happens. I've seen iPhones and Android phones just die completely and they cannot be brought back to life. And the data is gone, poof, right along with the device. But if you have your device backed up periodically, then guess what? No worries. And again, make a backup of a backup. Protect yourself against ransomware. Number one, never click on any email or any attachment or even on some websites where it says click here to win an iPad, or click here to get a free trip. Any emails that come in from an unknown source, even if it looks from a friend, remember, these hackers are very clever. They can actually send you an email and it looks legitimately from your friend. So if you get an attachment, normally when I get an attachment or I get an email from someone that looks legit, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a bank, I would call them up and say, hey, did you send me this? And they would say, no, delete. Curiosity killed the cat. If you click on that link, it's on your own risk. So what is the advantages of backing up? I work in a corporate environment, and they have a policy that all your documents should be copied, not to your C drive, but to a shared drive or a home drive. In the event that your hard drive crashes, your machine blows up, whatever the case may be, they can give you a brand new device or replace the hard drive, and guess what? Your data is there. These shared drives are backed up normally nightly in a data center somewhere, where they're backed up to tapes and so on and so forth. So let's say your hard drive crashed and you need some data from a few days ago, they can always restore it. That's exactly the same concept that I use for my personal data here at home. And I can't stress that enough. Never keep all your documents, whatever you may have, documents. I take photos of important documents, receipts and all that, so that way I can always go back. If I need a receipt because I purchased something, or I need some important document like a birth certificate, whatever, I keep digital copies of it, and I keep them in multiple devices, and I don't keep them all in one place. I have on one hard drive in one location, then when I back up to the secondary hard drive, that hard drive I keep at a different location in case this gets lost or it gets if it fails, and so on and so forth. And then I keep it on the cloud. You cannot keep all your documents in the cloud, because the cloud is also not 100% safe or reliable. And if you want to keep any important data on the cloud, I suggest you encrypt it with a password, with a very hard to figure out password, uppercase, lowercase, numeric, alphanumeric, etc., etc. But the key is, don't keep all your eggs in one basket. I can't stress that enough. So make sure that you back up multiple devices in the cloud if possible. And if you lose your device, or it gets stolen, or it dies, whatever the case, ransomware, then you don't have to worry. So let's say right now my computer gets attacked by ransomware. Guess what? I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it, because I'll just go in there, I'll blow away the partition from the hard drive, and I'll reinstall Windows, and I'm good to go. Why? Because the data that I really need, it's backed up. Remember, if your devices, like the external hard drive, a thumb drive, this is actually a card reader. You can also use a micro SD and plug it in, and you could back up to that if in the event, or if your phone has SD card support, which most of Android phones do, you can remove the card, put it here, and download it quicker to your computer. So that's also an option. So if my device was to crash right now or attacked by ransomware, guess what? I'm not losing any sleep, because I could just go in there, repartition the hard drive, format it, and I'll have some choice words for whoever sent me the ransomware. But remember, always keep your devices backed up, and make a backup of a backup. Never keep anything on your C drive, and once you're finished making your backups, unplug any devices if you're not transferring data to. Do not click on any links or any advertisements that are offering you some sort of free device or a free trip or whatnot, unless it's coming from a reputable source. Then again, nothing is free. Guys, be careful. Don't click on anything that doesn't belong to someone you know, and you should be okay. And remember, your data is worth more than all your devices. Thanks for watching.